Welcome, everybody, to episode 3 of the SVP Vlogcast.
Vlog.
Vlogcast. Okay, it's a vlog.
Or cast.
Okay. I'm here today with my lovely co-host,
Don't.
Vicky.
I'm just gonna wave hi.
She says
Say
hi. Okay. The camera loves her. She's not the best color person in the business for any reason. She's still wrapping up some work things, it looks like, over there. But we're going to press on without her. We'll throw up some tags, but check out our social media if you get a chance. You can see us on TikTok doing stupid things, funny things, crazy things, all kinds of things. Check us out on TikTok. Vicky's at VIP in the OC number 3. What's the number 3 for, by the way? What does that mean? You were like the third
Someone
favorite.
took VIP in the OC, so
Doesn't-
now I'm number 3.
Does that mean, I know you've got 3 brothers or sisters? That you're the third
No,
favorite
it would be
child?
number 6 if I was the last one.
Number 6?
Yeah.
What are you, born into a pack of gremlins? Or
We
like
were 3 and 3. We're the Brady Bunch. The
Damn.
Mexican Brady Bunch.
the Mexican Brady Bunch? Is that the Rodriguez bunch?
The Perez
The
Bunch.
Perez bunch, okay. But like I was saying, VIP in the OC numero
Tres.
3.
There.
If you want to check me out on TikTok, it's just my name, Sean Pishke. Yeah, we keep it simple like that. Also, check out our YouTube channel. This is where we'll be uploading all of our vlogs, some of our other adventures as we go. You can check us out there. Also, at my name, Sean Pishke, on YouTube. And, of course, Instagram, Sean P, the number 2 win, and VIP in the OC without the number 3. And, of course, we'll display those tags for you so you don't have to try to remember that. So jump on board with our social media. You can be like the 11th follower on the YouTube channel. Like, we're really knocking it out of the park after 2 episodes. All 11 followers, and I think 3 of them are actually viewing, so I'd say it's a hit.
Yay.
But getting right into the week. Hope everybody had a great week, and here I'm wrapping up the week here with a
Cheers.
Here we go. Cheers. This is called a Mountain Jack. Jack Daniels and Mountain Dew. But this is actually Mountain Dew Zero. We're trying to keep a handle on the calories. So who would have thought, right? Jack Daniels and Mountain Dew? But yes, I'm here to tell you, it's pretty good. Unless you make it like Vicky makes it, and it has like a viscosity of like motor oil. She's got a pretty heavy pour on the cocktail arm there. So if you ever are in her company and she's making the drinks, just plan on, having an Uber or a ride home.
Or just stay over.
All right, going into this week, looks like things are starting to improve. California, I think we are on peak week for the coronavirus, and more globally or on a bigger scale, there's about 100,000 deaths recorded as of today, I believe, which is crazy. But there's still people out there. See them on my Facebook timeline where they're like, "Oh, this is our sample for socialism, and the government's taking away our rights." And I'm like, okay, I don't think so. I would disagree.
Or everyone that thinks that Bill Gates created the disease.
Oh, yeah.
That's anyone.
Yeah, Bill Gates. Because he's got so much goddamn money and not enough time. He's got to sit around and try and create a disease. Interesting.
It's crazy. I saw stuff on LinkedIn. I'm like, dude, take this off of LinkedIn.
LinkedIn?
Please.
Really?
Yeah, like, keep your
Who's posting that?
Keep your political views off of LinkedIn, my friends.
There you go. Lesson for the day. Keep your political views off LinkedIn. You never know who's looking at LinkedIn, kids, and you never know. You might be just a final candidate for a job one day, and then your recruiter goes and looked at LinkedIn and says, "Oh, actually, Billy Bob is a dipshit, so guess what? You're not getting the offer." But moving on, also some comments from the Surgeon General this week. Did you hear that? He said that this week, peak week, would be comparable, or this point in time's 9/11
Version of our
or
9/11.
our version of 9/11 or Pearl Harbor. So I'm sitting back and I'm thinking, why would he say that? Like, people are already fucking scared, right?
He's starting to sound like Trump.
Yeah, well, I think that position that's a cabinet position, right? Appointed by the president. So maybe, yeah. But like I said, we promised we weren't going to talk politics
Yeah,
with
we're
you
not.
on this. But anyways, regardless of your political affiliation, who says that? Like, who comes out and says, yeah, basically the world is gonna come to an end, and some of you aren't gonna make it. Come on, like, we can't get toilet paper already in the grocery store still. Like, we're a month into this bitch, and there's still no toilet paper in the grocery store. And I'm sorry, but the Surgeon General running his soup cooler is not helping the situation, right? Like, he's supposed to be like the healing or the soothing voice of reassurance, right? Like, where, hey, everything's gonna be okay. Wash your fucking hands, stay away from people, and you're gonna be okay. Not, oh, this week it's gonna be Armageddon.
Shit's gonna hit the fan.
Yeah.
Let's go loot.
Right? Oh man, I don't get it. Now, bear in mind though, and what's funny or interesting about this is the same guy who just in February, right? This is 2 months ago in February,
Yeah.
said, and I quote, this. Oh man, it sucks when you can't remember the quote, right? So let me look at my
In
notes.
short, wasn't he stating that everything was gonna be okay and they had it under control?
Yeah, everything was okay, that it under control, but like more specifically said that this would be very similar to the same number of people catching the flu, right?
Yeah.
So I guess in as recent as 2 months, he was grossly incorrect.
Which seems to be the latest trend nowadays. Just kind of flip flop on your thoughts.
True.
But we're not getting into politics though. We're just gonna leave it at that. That's all I'm saying.
That's right. We said
Okay.
we wouldn't.
All I'm saying.
In more positive news, here I'll take it to a more positive place. There's been a number of the restaurant chains, right, who are staying open and modifying their takeout, offering incentives, modifying menus, etc., which has been cool. But I think that the thing that made me the happiest was when I saw that the Waffle House would now be selling their batter mix in bags because the restaurants.
Can we get a bag shipped out here?
Well, I don't know.
I'm gonna Google it while you're doing this.
But why would we want to? Let's be honest.
Because Waffle House?
Do we really go to the Waffle House for the waffles? Like, are they really? Is the quality of the food at the Waffle House really like? God damn, I can't miss that. Like, that's the one thing that's at the top of the list for when shit reopens. I'm going back to the Waffle House. No, it's not.
It's for the environment.
It's not nicknamed the Drunken Hungry for nothing. Like, the Waffle House, like, is where you go at 3:30 in the morning after you've been out line dancing or at the club or doing whatever the hell it is that you do until 2 in the morning, and then you go to it's the only thing open, and you go in there and God bless the people who work in there. I mean, they are definitely America's finest, and the hygiene standards at the Waffle House have never been to one, and I've been to a lot in the Southeast that I actually felt totally comfortable. Like I was considering, using gloves and a mask at a Waffle House, even before the coronavirus. So, but hey, hats off to the Waffle House selling their bags of mix.
I just want to say that the Waffle House started selling bags of waffle mix on its online store, and they're sold out almost immediately.
Wow. So there are people out there indeed who
that like it for their waffles.
That like the waffles.
I need the whole experience. I like their waffles, but I think if you're gonna sell me on this, you need to send me like the images of your employees so I can kind of sit them around as I'm making my waffles.
So you want to create your own kind of white trash environment.
Yeah, little environment. Yeah.
For me, it's like the Smothered Covered and Chunk does it, right? Like, if they start bagging that shit up and sending Smothered Covered and Chunked, I'm in at the ground level on that. I'm all about it. But damn, who would have thought sold out the Waffle House, huh?
Or maybe they can record the voices of someone telling us their story of how they just got out of prison. You
Right.
know, no respect to, no disrespect to them because hey, power to you. You're out. You have a job, but I like hearing their stories.
Well, I wonder if on the invoice if it says, like at the Waffle House when you leave, "Thanks for coming, pumpkin. See you later, sweetie."
A little note, a little written, handwritten note, a little biography of whoever packed this bag for you.
Maybe a rap sheet reference guide. Oh, but yeah, I mean, you gotta love the Waffle House. Um, yeah, so we've been just doing the same routine every day. Work from home. Eat, sleep, work. Um, really, we're just I found myself like in the same clothes a couple of days during the week. I mean, at least I got a good hair day going on today. The last few times I've been in front of this, I've been kind of crazy, but I actually brushed my hair today.
You did.
I did.
Okay, it's under control.
It's under control. I would like to go out, but I think the mailbox is as far as I'm gonna make it today. But
Make it to the spa.
yeah.
After 2 more,
Maybe
I'm in
the
there,
spa. Yeah.
even if it's raining.
But so like in the dead time, like what do? Everyone's watching Netflix or cruising the internet, and I find myself on the internet in, like the strangest places and places I've never been before. Right?
Should I step away for this part?
No, those are places that I have been before. But I found myself on pet adoption sites, right? And I'm like, next thing you know, I've got my credit card out and I'm like adopting to some pet adoption site, and I'm like
Donating.
sitting back, donating to veteran or to vet care for some of the adoptions, which is, I'm not saying that that's a bad thing, but that's just not me, right? Like I'm like, for me, my kind of round robin of internet, viewing is ESPN, and then ESPN again. So I'm like making donations and shit, and I'm like sitting back, and then reality kind of comes back to me, and I'm like, you're in like fucking phase 1 of like the crazy cat lady transition, and I'm like, what is going wrong with you? Like, you're sitting at home in the same clothes, you're looking at pet adoption websites, you're making donations.
All I see is the PayPal notifications going off. Oh, didn't you made a donation to this? Hey, you made a donation to that. Like, okay.
Yeah, we don't call her Vicky Perez Dean for nothing. She keeps pretty close eye on things on the bank account. But yeah, I don't know about the rest of you guys, but if you find yourself like just doing things that you don't normally do, or maybe checking out things that you don't normally do, but I think
Sidemark,
I
don't
definitely
do
am.
those things from your work laptop, people.
Very excellent point.
Want to make a side note, just for y'all that don't know, your employers can literally track down to your keystrokes on your laptop. So that's all I wanted to ask.
She's right, and not to go into details, but we did unfortunately learn of a friend from a distant past who used his work computer to solicit himself out on a dating site, and
Didn't end well.
yeah, it didn't end well. I think that's a good way to end it up, and kind of keep the names of the innocent or the guilty anonymous. So don't use those work computers.
And in addition to that, not to get into all of this, but if you're on Facebook or tweeting, you're running all these apps on your laptop, all of these things can get reported, especially now during these times. If you're not essential, companies are looking to cut you off. Very easy way to get yourself unemployed. Okay, I'm done with that. Getting back to work.
Okay, ran over. So one segment that we want to start having on here is, because I think everybody's spending a fair bit amount of time in front of video streaming, was our video streaming or Netflix segment, just to talk about maybe some of the things that we've been watching, seeing that we liked, didn't like, funny, whatever. We did recently finish season number 3 of Ozark, which
Amazing.
was pretty damn good. Vicky and I argued about the ending a little bit. Not going to ruin it for you here, but yeah, I think they've set up definitely another strong season. So if you haven't seen Ozark season number 3 on Netflix, That is definitely binge worthy. Get on that and get that done.
And comment, because I want to know what your thoughts are on the ending, who you wanted to make it, who you didn't want to make it. We want to know. This is definitely an argument, not an argument, but a great discussion we had. So I'd love to know if you guys were team Sean or team Vicky. I want to know.
Exactly. In the comments, on the YouTube comments, or on any of the platforms, let us know who you think is going to make it all the way to the end. Should we spoil and say who our choices are right now, or
no,
should we wait?
Okay. No, we'll wait. But I know they're all going to mostly be for me. But go on.
Oh yeah, okay. The next one that we kind of stumbled across one night, oddly enough, there was no rhyme or reason behind this, but was the Lorena Bobbitt documentary on Netflix.
Amazing.
Yeah, I immediately lost interest. I don't know why. Fell asleep, but next thing I know, I like roll over and it's like 2:00 in the morning, and like my co-host over here is like glued to the TV, her eyes dilated like 4 inches wide, and I'm like, and it wasn't because it was the money shot of the handiwork that Lorena Bobbitt did, but yeah. So apparently it's pretty good. I've only seen about a third of it. Like I said, I slept through it, but Vicky's gonna vouch for this one.
It was good, and I think I was definitely team Mr. Bobbitt, and once you hear it, you're like, whoa, maybe he deserved it. I still have to finish watching it, though.
Whoa. Let's unpack this a little bit. So you started as team Mr. Bobbitt?
Yeah, I thought this bitch is crazy for cutting his penis off. Like, who does that? Like, who deserves that, right? Like, you're causing bodily harm to someone. You don't take those matters into your own hands. That's just me. No matter what, you don't have the right to do that.
Your stock is rising, Vicky.
However,
your stock is rising.
However, after listening to Mr. Bobbitt and the stories and other people commenting on his behavior, I'm like, well, wait a second. Fu, maybe you did deserve this. But, we have to see the rest of it. I have to see the rest of it.
The part that was kind of interesting to me before I fell asleep was it wasn't enough for her to just hack the thing off.
Yeah.
Didn't she carry it with her in the car and then she chucked it into the...
Well, let's not ruin it for everyone. It's a bit comical. I think people do need to watch it, but yeah. She took off with it.
Yeah, so I think if that's any enticing reason to watch this is
the story.
What possesses a human being to one, do that, and to two, say, yeah, I'm just gonna carry this with me and I'm going down the road and fuck that guy, it's out, and then you throw it on the side of the road
So quick note, guys, I'm not gonna ruin it, but this chick was pissed that she didn't finish. So we'll just leave it at this. Take care of your ladies. And you're good to go.
Let me make some notes right now. So another good one that Vicky and I took in and was Operation Odessa. Now this is also a documentary series, and oddly enough, I really am into documentaries if it isn't apparent. I was talking to my daughter yesterday, and I was telling her, we were kind of exchanging different shows we'd seen, and she's like, all you watch is documentaries, and ironically enough, that was 4 minutes before Vicky had said the same thing. So maybe I need to switch it up or grow some kind of imagination. But yeah, Operation Odessa, really good. Also on Netflix. This is about a Russian mobster who moves to Miami and actually he moved to New York and had ties, or was kind of like a strong man for not a strong man, but the muscle for the Gambino crime family. And this guy's nickname, what he would ultimately be known by, is Tarzan. And this guy moves down to Florida, sets up shop, basically sets up his own strip club down there, and he gets into all kinds of frivolous and illegal activities, and I'm sitting here watching this show, and I'm like, okay, you work in corporate America, you got a job, and you've done some extracurricular things, and you got a vlogcast. I mean, you've got 11 subscribers, right? So we got things going on. This guy came to our country from Russia, of all places, right in the middle of the Cold War, and he's able to open a strip club, and then he's somehow positions himself in between the Russian military and the Cali cartel, and is brokering deals to sell like helicopters and at one point like a $35 million submarine. And I'm like, what am I doing with my life? Right? Like, if this goes to show that in America anything is possible, you can be whatever you want to be. Like, I mean, that is, if that's not proof enough, then
That is why America is America, though, and I think we need to remember that when we're trying to cut some of those rights off people. But we're not going into politics.
why do you I feel like you keep dead ending it
No,
at,
no.
at these political dead
No,
ends.
I'm not. I'm just saying, like you said, if you come to America, it is the land of opportunity. And if you hustle hard enough, there should be no limits to what you can achieve. Opportunities are endless.
Opportunities, yeah, yes, indeed. But nonetheless, I'm like, damn, what have you, this guy's done all that shit, right? And I'm like, what have you done? And a little depressing. Not saying that I'm ready to like start brokering any deals for the Cali cartel, but maybe something in between where I'm at now and that. I don't know.
Anyways, great show. It's not like your Lorena Bobbitt show. It's not like Ozark. It's real life. It's entertaining, and it gives you a good inside look into how all that went down. Definitely recommended. 2 thumbs up.
Agreed. Also hearing rumors that the Tiger King may be having a bonus episode
I'm
releasing
gonna walk
next
away and
week.
make me another drink so you can talk about this one.
So yeah, and while she's doing that, like, it'll give me a chance to like talk trash. Like, Vicky's not seen the Tiger King, like,
I tried for 2 episodes.
and I just don't get it. Like, I'm ready to watch it again. Like, I'll go full circle and watch all the episodes again with her. But yeah, Vicky's not seen the Tiger King, and
I saw enough.
yeah, she's just, I don't know, she's just not down with the methamphetamine white trash way of life. And I know we've only been dating for 2 years, so it's just gonna take a little more time. So Vicky's refreshing the cocktail here, and it's kind of been like our little tradition. Like, we kind of end the workday at the end, and when we're finished up with the workday, stir up a couple of cocktails, turn on the grill,
Turn on the spa.
turn on the spa, and then we do nothing.
We drink while in the spa. What do you mean?
Yeah, we do drink while in the spa. So, just getting by, and today's Good Friday, so shout out to all of our
Good Friday and Passover.
and Passover too. Yes, thank you. Easter Sunday. It's weird. Easter Sunday's coming up this weekend, and it's just it's definitely not the same. You know, like, there's, you know, not the family, not the getting together and going to church and all that. But so yeah, we hope everybody has a good Easter, and you know, connect with the ones you love. And on a serious tip, I mean, you know, definitely this is a good chance to stay connected to the ones you love. And
Give them a call, shoot them a text,
right,
download Zoom.
yeah,
A lot of technologies out there to help you stay connected.
right,
This is not a Zoom plug, by the way.
yeah. Zoom is not a plug. I just said it again. But anyways, yeah, definitely don't take those things for granted. Tell people you love them. You know, give them a call, and just stay in touch with people. You know, I think it's greatly it's appreciated, and I think it's definitely something that people overlook, or maybe I'll speak for myself, that I'll have taken for granted a little bit too much, and I try to keep a little bit better contact with people, and just make sure people know that we're thinking about them. Also, I want to send a shout out to our friend Tara. Tara, I don't want to put her business out there, but she's not been feeling good and been in and out of the hospital a little bit. Hopefully, I sent Donnie a movie list of my top 10 favorite movies, which was a list of about 25.
None of them horror.
Yeah, not horror, please. But yeah, shout out to Tara. Also, want to send a huge shout out to my buddy back in North Carolina, to Barry Moore. Barry, I've worked with Barry for a long time at GlaxoSmithKline, and he's moved on from Glaxo, where he was there for well over 20 years in the clinical supplies, or in the clinical distribution, business, we'll say, and has moved on to like a smaller startup company, in a very senior for a very senior level, and congratulations to him. That's definitely well deserved. He's definitely somebody who's provided a lot of innovation, back in the GSK time. So, Vicky, you got any shout outs? Anybody you want to give any
shout outs to all the ladies that are still out there hustling, making this world continue. All the single ladies. Well, even Taken, but y'all hustlers, keep it going. Take care of your families, take care of yourselves. Make sure you take a break, have a drink, have some wine, enjoy the weekend. Happy Easter.
And on that note, we'll see you next time.
Bye.